In this psychology revision video, we will review Dweck's mindset theory of learning from paper 1, topic 3, development. We need to know how to introduce Dweck's theory. We need to know the two mindsets that Dweck put forward. We need to know how to apply Dweck's theory, and we need to be able to evaluate Dweck's theory. So let's get straight into it. This sentence here for mindset theory is really, really important. When you're introducing mindset theory, this is the perfect sentence to go for. And we've got that bit in bold there right at the start. So what exactly is Dweck's mindset theory? Well, it's a theory of motivation. It's all about how we can help children achieve success even through failure. And Dweck basically said that there were two types of mindset that a child could have. You have a fixed mindset, that's that quite negative mindset, if you can remember. This is the belief that your ability is fixed and genetic, and this is when a child believes that if they fail at something, they give up because they think that they can't do it. It's in their DNA, it's in their genes that they are not able to do something. Then you've got the growth mindset, which is essentially the opposite. It's the positive way of thinking. It's the belief that your ability and your success are down to learning and the effort that you put into something. And a child with the growth mindset, when they fail at something, they tend to push on, they tend to get up and try again. And they look at it as a good learning opportunity. So Dweck's mindset theory is essentially about these two mindsets, and it's all about how we can try and help children to have the growth mindset. As you can imagine, the growth mindset is a lot more positive for learning and for life. So how exactly do we change a person's mindset? Well, there are two ways, and the first way was to do with praise. Dweck said that there are two types of praise. We have person praise, which is when you reward a child or a person for who they are. So you might say things like, "Goodness, you are so clever." Or you might go for the effort praise, which is when you reward a child or children for the hard work that they put into a task. So you might say something like, "You worked so hard today. I'm really impressed with your effort." And what Dweck would basically say is that the effort praise is the more effective type of praise if you're trying to promote a positive growth mindset in a child. That's because a child is in control of their effort, but they're not in control of who they were born to be. So if we praise them for who they are, they will feel as though that they can't change that. But if we praise them for their effort and how hard they're trying, they will understand that they are in control of that, so they can change and improve. Or they understand that their praise is down to the amount of effort that they have put in. So firstly, it's down to the type of praise. The second way we can change a mindset is to try and build up a child's self-efficacy. So self-efficacy is basically another word for self-belief. It's the belief that you have in yourself and your own ability. And if you have high self-efficacy, it means you've got a good self-belief, you're more likely to be motivated, and you're more likely to have a growth mindset. And Dweck said that there were a couple of ways to improve or raise a person's self-efficacy. And they are the following. We could start with some easier learning to build up some confidence and some success. So, why going with the hardest question? Let's make a person feel confident first with some easier tasks. Secondly, like we just talked about, use that praise, tactical praise. Use effort praise people that are around us for the effort that they're putting in, because we'll see that we can improve our effort, and that will help us with our self-belief. Sometimes persuasion through a role model. That could be a parent, could be a teacher. A role model showing someone that they can do it. That's really handy. That can build self-efficacy. Or we can use an adult or an expert to guide someone through a task, first of all, to show them that they actually can do it, and they start to believe in themselves, and then they start to complete the tasks independently and on their own. So that builds up self-belief and self-efficacy. Okay, so when it comes to the second part of Dweck's theory, which is then to, now we've talked about what she said and how she would argue we change a person's mindset. In the exam, you might get asked to evaluate what she said. So here we have 4 main evaluation points. Firstly, lots and lots of evidence to support Dweck's theory. That's really positive. That's a really good thing. It's a really useful, and it's got really good applications to education, for teachers and for parents who, want to try and change a child's mindset and help them be more positive. It's not just school, though, where this is useful. It applies to anywhere in life, to getting a new job, going for a promotion, going for an interview. If you're an athlete and you lose a race, having a growth mindset applies to anyone and everyone now, and it stops people from giving up. But the big negative is that, Dweck said, Dweck talked about praise, but we need to be careful that we don't praise too much, because we know, and we talked about in class, that if you praise a child too much, it could stop their natural curiosity and desire to learn, and they'll just be doing certain things because they want some praise. Okay, that's Dweck's motivation theory summarised. Here's your summary and your key academic vocabulary. See you in the next video, guys.